Hey guys, Elisa Marshall here. I am going to talk to you about a friend of mine named Anna. I interviewed her a few days ago about how she feels about military life. She lives here on base with me in Hawaii, um, and her husband has been in the military a lot longer than mine. Uh, Her husband has been in for 8 years, and she has been living on base for 5 years. She says that she really loves the housing here. And I agree. She and I both agree that there is a lot of space in the houses here, more than we expected. I personally was amazed when I got here and saw the house. um, it's not huge, but it's nice. Um, and she also said that there are a lot of healthcare resources that were readily available for her and her family. There are free gyms, a lot of workout groups, children play groups. There's this adorable thing called Mommy and Me dance class where she can take her son and they can dance together. There are a lot of support groups for when your husband or wife is deployed. And family readiness groups also help with that. They're always there for you whenever you need it. And Anna says that they've checked up on her when her husband has been away, and that they were always really kind. As far as healthcare goes, Anna hasn't had a whole lot of great experiences. One good experience that she told me about was when she had her son. She said that the pregnancy and birthing process went wonderfully, and she had nothing to complain about, and they were really, really good to her. The main issue that she has came after she went to the doctor for PTSD. And they diagnosed her with PTSD. And now, whenever she goes in, that's all they see. That's all they want to talk about is the PTSD. She told me about a time when she went to the doctors a couple weeks ago, and she went there with a sore throat, and they talked to her about her PTSD, and totally unrelated, and it makes her really angry, and she almost wishes that she had never said anything, which is a huge part of the cultural competency with military, because a lot of military members suffer from mental disorders. So if they're treated like that, not everyone is going to talk about it or go to the doctor about it. I asked her how she wished the doctors had treated her, and she said that she wished they had taken her more seriously and actually listened to her. And she said that ever since she was diagnosed with PTSD, they don't take her seriously anymore. And as soon as she talked about PTSD with them, they right away said that she needed to get on medication for it. She wishes that they had talked about more natural remedies and not just jump straight into heavy medication. I asked her about her biggest likes and dislikes about the military lifestyle. She said that she really loves traveling and moving, meeting a lot of different people and seeing all the diversity that there is in the military, which, as you guys can see, with the different ethnicities and religion groups that I covered, and that's not even close to all of them. There are so many different ethnicities that make up military families that it's really hard to do justice to how much diversity the military really has. She said that her dislikes mainly are being away from her husband. Whenever her husband has to go away, it's definitely hard on her and her little boy. And she says that the racism that is experienced with overseas deployments is really difficult. Before she was deployed, before they were stationed in Hawaii, they were in South Korea, and in both places she said that they experienced really heavy discrimination because they were white, and a lot of the white people that were there were in the military. And I can vouch for that too. Like we experience that here. We get dirty looks when we go out from local people. It's definitely hard, and it's not something that you expect. She also says that over the years that she's been part of like being a military family, that as soon as someone, a lot of the time when someone finds out that she's part of the military family, they kind of put walls up, and they get high strung around her more and dislike her. And she said that hate crimes against military is another thing that was a really big issue. So, and that was all of the questions of the interview. So thank you for listening and reading my presentation. Bye, guys.